Today we meet to begin consideration of articles of impeachment against President Donald J. Trump.
They're impeaching me, and there are no crimes. This has to be a first in history. They're impeaching me. You know why? Because they want to win an election, and that's the only way they can do it.
You know why these people are excited? They know what I'm about to say. We've moved into an exciting new phase of impeachment because the House Judiciary Panel is set to debate articles of impeachment tonight. They're doing it tonight. That's right. It's impeachment after dark.
The 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump, is going through the impeachment process. What does this mean, and how does it affect our future?
For members of Congress is the solemn act to take an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Yeah, I care about the impeachment. I feel like I'm decently political.
About the impeachment?
Do I? I do, but at the same time I can't vote, so I can't really change anything. So I just listen for fun.
No, I'm in high school. It doesn't matter to me. I do care a lot, personally. I mean, it's the president. It's the man who's supposed to be in charge and lead our country. It's supposed to be the figurehead for the United States. So I care very much if he gets impeached or not.
It deserves to be looked at. That's the inquiry that they've been going through up to this point. This hasn't been a trial. This is just what's actually going on during this process. What's he actually done? Who's been involved? Is it something that is impeachable? That's been happening for over a month and a half now, I suppose. But they didn't jump on him immediately. But this whistleblower whole thing that came out, and there's major concerns that most people had. And so let's look into it and see what people really, what do we need to know about this process? Is it valid?
What does it mean to be impeached?
What does it mean for someone to be impeached? Mr. Todd always said that it was removal from office.
Mr. Todd's gonna be disappointed in me.
Wait, no, it wasn't removal from office. I don't know, Mr. Todd confused me.
It means like when somebody in power in the government, whenever they do something wrong, it's like whenever other members of the government convict them for what they did wrong, they're getting impeached, but it's not quite where they're out of office. It's just where they get convicted.
Criminal activity, right?
It just means that basically Congress and the Senate have decided the president has committed crimes that are not, he's in office, we elected him to do the jobs that he's supposed to do, and he's not doing them right. He committed, technically it's supposed to be like a crime because it's a whole trial, and so they just kick him out.
It's like the whole trial of the charges of things that they have done wrong.
Impeachment is in the Constitution. It is really the way that our founding fathers thought was appropriate to remove a president from office for high crimes and misdemeanors. And this, of course, we have investigations that go on, but really it's the job of the Congress to impeach the president. Now, impeachment doesn't necessarily mean be removed from office. So the House of Representatives draws up impeachment papers after their investigation of the president that they think should be impeached. Then it goes to the Senate for the trial. The Chief Justice of the Supreme Court will rule as basically overseer. You will have arguments, and then at the end of that trial, they will vote. 2/3 of the Senate needs to vote to remove from office. So you can either vote that the impeachment was valid and the president is removed, or they're acquitted and get to stay. So this is the proper channels of removing a president from office.
Democrats have been inching closer to bringing articles of impeachment against President Trump. And today, they finally made it official.
Democrats insist Trump committed high crimes and misdemeanors. It's only the 4th time in American history it has come to this.
Serious abuse of power
is the weakest case in history. And yet the Democrats have decided to go full speed ahead, again because of the clock and the calendar, with an incomplete record, simply by using hearsay evidence and trashing the rules of the House every time they can.
As of now, we believe Trump will be impeached, then he will be acquitted by the Senate just because of politics.
That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah, so he will, but what remains to be seen is how it will affect him and both political parties and our whole national government after it's over. And that's why it's so calculated. But it's serious. We haven't had this happen many times, so students pay attention to what's going on right now. They'll be talking about this for decades.
Your kids will learn about it in his class in years to come.
Yeah.